Greetings, traders. This is your brother in the kingdom, Emmanuel Destiny. Welcome to another valuable video. As you can see by the title of the video, we are talking about on how to get the best entries on NASDAQ. And I'm just gonna go straight into the video. As you can see, I already have an illustration on the screen. And let's just go straight into it right now. So before we're gonna just talk about identifying the best entries, we gotta talk about, as a trader, you have to be disciplined. You have to have a set of rules and principles that govern you as a trader. Okay, so I'm gonna give you uh 5 set of rules that I use to govern me, so that I shouldn't make mistakes. I shouldn't be led to trade emotionally or otherwise. We want to trade based on technical or fundamental analysis. In this case, is technical. So let me just give you these rules. The first rule that we want to find ourselves trading with is we want to trade with the trend. So you want to trade with, if a market is buying, you want to buy. If a market is selling, you want to sell, because you have a higher probability of trading with the trend rather than against the trend. Okay. Number two, have patience. What do I mean by have patience? A lot of traders don't have these two types of patience. The first type of patience, they don't have patience to wait for high probability setups. Number two, they don't have patience to hold high probability trades. So it is very much important that you can wait for that setup. What do I mean by that? If it's a selling market, we have a key level, which is a lower low right there. It is very much important that as the market is in its continuation phase and has broken out, you gotta wait for it to go back to pullback and retest. Then you can take sells right there. But so many people just don't have the right discipline, and they just wanna execute trades. The very same thing applies with a bullish market. The key level right there. Let me just do this. Key level right there. The market breaks it, comes back to retest. You gotta wait for that whole process of breaking and retest, and you execute a trade right at the higher low. The same thing here, you wanna execute a trade at the lower high, because you wanna buy low and sell high. Okay. That thing is, you only wanna enter high probability trades or high probability setups only. So don't go for setups that are not clear, setups that you're not confident about. It is very much important that you go for high probability setups. High probability setups would be something like this. If we make an example where the market obviously is giving us a clear trending market, let's say in this case, a bearish market. Secondly, the market is giving us proper lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and lower highs. The next thing that you want to look out for is that market, or that bearish market, breaking or violating lower lows, okay, creating new lower lows. And obviously, since it does that, you want to look for this kind of formation or this kind of setup where it's clearly broken, clearly retesting with some weak rejection. Then you know that I am selling right there, because it has shown you that it is going to be a bearish market. The very same thing here. You want to wait for the market to give you you want to wait for the market to give you higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and higher lows. You want to wait for the market to break that higher high. And once it broke it, you want to wait for it to retest that higher high. And obviously that's a high probability, because you have already studied the trend that the market is going in. Okay, so you want to find yourself taking trades there. Okay, next thing is basically number 4 and number 5 go together is trust the process. Number 5 is execute on time. So many of us, because of distrust, because of fear, we are entering trades too late. What do I mean by that? Is that we enter trades at such levels. Obviously, instead of entering a trade um, right here, because of when the market is already retesting and you're doubting that it's retesting, you find yourself executing trades at such prices where now the market is about to anytime soon, it can just pull back to the lower low, and you find yourself getting high probability setups, but the time that or when you execute the trade, it's totally late and the market pulls back and hits you on stop losses. So you want to execute trades right here. That means trust your setup, trust those high probability setups, know your rules and execute. Trust. Apart from that, you can apply proper risk management, so that shouldn't scare you or freak you out, or say that you can't take a trade because you're scared. You're only scared because you're only risking more than you're supposed to be risking. Okay, so right now we want to go into the actual live market to look for high probability setups, more examples that are going to help you to get the best entries when it comes to Nasdaq. Okay, so that's what we want to do right now. Let's get straight into business. Okay, so I normally use the 15 minutes time frame, and I just cherry picked this trade idea, but I think it's the most perfect for just an illustration of this example. If we can zoom into this trending market right here, okay, so we can definitely see the market gave us a double bottom at the right there. Okay, double bottom, and the market started giving us a nice trending structure. And what do I mean by that? Okay, it created a double bottom, but that recent high created higher high, higher low. Okay, it's still a higher high, and the market obviously creates a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and it was just a beautiful buy. But what I want to look at is just to show you what was actually happening right there. We can take our bar or our rectangular bar, we can identify from that higher high, the market had broke it. So we can clearly see that here the market had broke out. Let me just use a color black. Had broke out, came back to retest and gave us a beautiful weak rejection, and the market started going all the way up. Can we see that? If we can identify another one, the market gave us a higher high right here. The market broke it, came back to retest, beautiful weak rejection, and the market shot all the way up. I hope you guys can see that. So it's always that you got to trade with the trend to identify that this is a trending market. Have patience for the market to retest a higher high, creating a higher low if it's really a bullish market. Enter that high probability setup, trust the setup, and execute on time. It is always important to execute on time. Let's look for another example. You can identify here that the trend is already a bearish market. We're going to use red. The trend is a bearish market. You can see bearish market. Okay, so we've identified which trend the market is in, or the state in which the market is in. Secondly, we can identify that the market is giving us higher highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and I can go on and go on and go on, but let's just get straight into the nitty gritty. Okay, So from then on, we can identify higher high, lower low. That lower low, we can stretch it out to the right, and you can definitely see that the market has broke it, pulled back, came back to retest it with a beautiful weak rejection. Okay, so we can see that weak rejection right there, and then obviously from then on we got those beautiful cells all the way. We can also see again that when the market created this lower low, the market broke it, came back to retest, weak rejection. Let me just get rid of that. You can see weak rejection and beautiful sell over there. So it's always identifying the trend or trading with the trend. Have patience for the right setups. That means wait for the market to clearly break lower lows, come back and retest, and give you weak rejection. Trust the setup. So you don't want to find yourself in a case of, let's say, this right here. You don't want to find yourself executing trades here or here already. If you execute a trade right there, by the time you actually in a serious drawdown, but yes, you're gonna be in profit. So that's why I find myself wanting to trade with the trend, because even if I'm in a drawdown, I still have a high chance of getting that trade right. Okay, but we want to look for the best entries. We want to look for those sniper entries. So it is important that you want to execute right when it starts giving you weak rejections to show you that the market is responding to that key level. It shows you that it's failing to go any further up. Even right here, okay, we can definitely see that when the market broke that and came back to retest, it gave us some weak rejection to show us that it is struggling to push all the way up. It has no way but to just sell, and that was a beautiful market. You wanna find yourself executing trades right here, right here. I don't find yourself now because it was crossed. You're gonna find yourself executing trades. Yes, you may have been profitable, but it may not work next time execute your trade. Okay, so guys, I hope this video was valuable to you. I hope that it blessed you so much. I try to minimize it as short as possible. Please, if this video really blessed you, please kindly subscribe, like, and share this with your friends and family. God bless you so much.